All right. You've got a set here with Marty versus Hans. Marty, this is round 3 of the summer split long against Hans. And the winner here will be up 2-1. Each person has won 1 and lost 1. And again, with Marty sticking with Daisy, that's a risky move, especially against these top players. We've seen that in the last round where it might have cost him the entire set. Daisy is an extremely slow captain compared to the meta, which is basically 25 speed Waluigi, and then, yeah. We have some people going Pauline, some try and stick to Bowser, but it's mainly just speed. And it looks like we are going to be seeing that from Hans here as well, going Waluigi, Double Toad, and a DK. Again, with the 25 speed Waluigi, like I just talked about. And Hans grabbing the ball right away, makes a shot, cannot make it in. Marty going from Daisy over to Toad, over to Waluigi, trying to get one in with Peach, but Hans, with his perfect defense over there, is able to stop it really fast. Hans with the ball going from Toad to Toad from Waluigi. Waluigi trying to get back the ball for Hans, and he gets it. Marty giving up an item there, but Hans giving up an item there as well, and it looks like it might work out for Marty, but he misuses the item. Hans almost getting the goal. Toad on Peach action here. Marty is extremely good with his movement with the ball, but Hans with the team tackle. And Marty misusing the red shell, and that is going to be a goal for Hans, going from Toad to Waluigi over for a cross shot. Marty now with the ball, trying to get it away from Hans, but Hans, patient with DK, is able to get the ball back. Marty giving up an item, but getting the ball back in his possession. Another thing about Daisy, she is not very strong. She's not going to be able to defend against stuff like that as well. And Hans taking advantage of that, getting the goal 2-0. Hans getting the ball again with Toad, trying to get a Titan, but it doesn't go in. Marty now with the ball, going from Toad to Peach all the way over to Daisy. He's dodging multiple times, and it works. And Marty scoring a Titan to make this 1-2, closing that gap, getting that goose egg off the board. And we're almost halfway into the match. Marty gaining the ball on kickoff. That's an extremely important part of this game, is not losing the ball on kickoff, because every possession can turn into a goal. And Marty grabbing the ball from Hans, just slide tackle. And with the movement with Daisy, I just talked about this. Marty is a master at movement with the ball, and Marty stealing the ball away from Hans. Boom, boom. Not going to be able to. Hans gaining possession of the ball, going from Waluigi over to Toad. Marty trying to get an interception, but it doesn't work, and Hans taking advantage of that, throwing up a lob pass at Waluigi to score 3-1. There's 2 minutes left in this game. Marty missing a tap shot. Hans with the ball from DK over to Waluigi, back to DK over to Toad. We've got Waluigi and Waluigi action, but it ends up going in Marty's favor, but Hans regaining possession of the ball. Hans stumbling around a bit, but getting the ball back. Hans going for the Titan. Boom Boom knocking out Boom Boom. Marty gaining the ball. You got to be patient with this. He's an expert on movement. Marty going for a long shot, not going to go in. Marty getting the steal, but Hans getting the ball right back. Hans giving Marty an item, trying to get the interception, but it doesn't work. Quickly tackling that Peach down. What a way to do it. And Hans finding the opportunity and getting that cross pass with Toad. We have 1 minute left and a 3-goal deficit from Marty. And Marty answering extremely fast, 2-4, only a 2-goal deficit. Hands going with Waluigi over to Toad. Some movement. Marty trying to intercept the ball, but it doesn't work. Hands giving the ball over to Boom Boom. Hands trying to tackle air. Marty getting another goal, 3-4, a single goal deficit with 44 seconds left. He's come back, and he's in this game to win it. Hands going for an extremely long shot. Hands regaining possession of the ball, but giving it up just as fast. Marty going over. Hands regaining control of the ball again. Movement. He's trying to go for a Titan, but it doesn't work. Marty regaining the ball over from Daisy over to Toad. Hands getting the ball, going for a tap shot. It does not go in. 16 seconds left. Marty needs to score a goal to put this into golden goal. Hands over from Toad over to Waluigi. Makes the tap shot 5-3. That might be the final nail in Marty's coffin for game one. Marty just trying to score again. It doesn't work. 5 seconds left on the board. Hands with the ball from Toad over to Waluigi to DK. Marty has given up, and game one is going to Hands. That was an amazing game from both players. Had its downs. Had its ups and downs for sure. Hands coming on top after the dust settles. Now Marty needs to be thinking about what he needs to do differently to take Hands on. Marty on the right this time. Hands is going to be on the left. Seems like Marty is going with Daisy again. Different Daisy. Going for the Toad and Peach. I believe he had Peach in first wing last round. I could be wrong about this. But if so, and he has it on second wing this round, I'm not sure if there's any strategy behind that. But either way, Marty, you can see the speed difference between his wings and Daisy. His wings are faster than his captain. You do not want to be having that. You always want to have your captain as the fastest person on the team, or at the very least 20 or to 22 speed at the very least. Now going into this, kickoff, Waluigi v Daisy. Hands gaining the ball extremely quick, going for a cross shot, but Boom Boom is there to block it. Marty with the ball going from Toad over to Peach, but he misses the catch. Marty with the movement, trying to get a cross shot on, but it doesn't work. Marty with the movement is going to score the first goal of this game, 1-0 with Toad. A lot of dodges, and it paid off. Now Hands with the ball. Marty now with the ball. Going back and forth from Waluigi to Peach to Toad. Hands scoring a goal off the rebound. Marty tried to tackle down that Waluigi, but it did not work. Now Hands has a bomb here. Marty with the movement, trying to get it in with Toad, but Hands predicted it, and there comes the bomb. Marty now with a mushroom. Mushrooms are extremely hard to use in these competitive games. If he can find that out, that might give him the advantage he needs against Hands. Marty with the movement, getting a Titan chip in, gaining the lead again. Now see how Hands responds here. Going back, getting an item. There comes the item. Hands going back and forth. Is he going to make the cross shot? No. Boom Boom is there to take it. Now Marty from Waluigi to Peach over to Toad. Hands regaining possession of the ball, going from Toad to Toad, trying to find Waluigi. He finds him, and it goes in. 2-2, tying the game back up. Now Marty with the ball with Daisy. Daisy's movement is good, but is it good enough for Hands? It is not. Hands gains back control. Really nice movement there by Hands. Regaining the ball and dodging just as soon after. Now Marty with an item. Are we going to see him use it? No. Marty with a bomb. Over from Toad back to Waluigi. Over to Toad, the other Toad. Now we see it on Marty's side. Back over to Hands and back over to Marty. These guys are switching back and forth from offense to defense extremely quick. You might have to ask yourself, is that part of their play style at hand? And Hands stealing Marty's Titan chip. Extremely well played to keep this goal tied. Now Marty with the ball, passing over from Daisy over to Toad, trying to get it to Waluigi, but it cannot find their place there. Hands going for kind of a bit of a long cross shot, and Marty responding quick with a Titan chip, 3-2, and we have less than half this game left. Now Hands with the ball, dodging twice with Waluigi, but he regains possession, going from DK over to Toad, over to Waluigi, back to Toad. He's trying to find the other Toad there, but the AI is not wanting to go into position. Now, Hands being extremely patient, and this is going to turn into a Titan chip, but Marty is there to tackle down Waluigi. No, Marty trying to get another one in, and it goes in 4-2. Hands is not patient enough. Now, Hands with the ball from Waluigi over to Toad, over to the other Toad, trying to get a tap shot in, but it doesn't go in. A lot of lobs here by Hands. Going from Toad to Waluigi, back to Toad, over to Waluigi. Now Marty with the ball. Marty trying to keep the ball, but it does not work. Hands, master of defense. But that is going to go in 5-2 in favor of Marty, getting the quick tap shots. Now Hands trying to get back into the game, and he does respond extremely quickly. 3-5. 40 seconds left to make 2 goals. That is extremely easy to do in these high competitive matches. You do not want to underestimate Hands out of all people either. And a really good cross pass, but it does not go in. Now, Marty with the ball, Hands regaining possession of the ball, and he's trying to get a goal in here, but Marty with an interception. 14 seconds left. Can Hands make at least another goal? Boom Boom is going to be there to stop it. Now Hands trying to make another goal, and he does. 4-5. 5 seconds left in this match. Marty has a red shell. I don't think Hands is going to be able to come back from this, but here he goes. He's going to try, but no. Marty taking game 2 5-4, and we have an even set. Marty, that's definitely got to boost his mental game here. And Hands now needs to be worrying himself about how to deal with Marty's movement. You need to be extremely patient with Marty, because otherwise he will find out when you are going to tackle, and he will dodge. He will be shimmying. He's not going to let go of that ball. He is extremely good with movement with the ball, and I think something that Hands could do in this situation, try and go for a bit more team tackles. Marty is not accustomed to that, and he might not be prepared to deal with that. He might be looking for tackles specifically on defender to the ball instead of defender onto other defender, slamming into the person with the ball. Now, Marty, going with the same team, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Going into game 3, we have at the very least 2 games left in this best-of-5 set. And it's going to be pretty interesting. I don't think Hands is going to switch up his team at all this round either, but I might be wrong. Marty, Sporting Evolution, Hands supporting Loud. Going into game 3 here. We do not see different teams from Hand's side as well. We do not see a different comp. So now starting game 3. Again, Daisy on Walu. Walu usually wins this, and he does. Hands gaining control of the ball. Waluigi over to Toad, back to Waluigi, trying to get a cross shot on, but it doesn't work. Regaining the ball with GK, over to Toad, over to Waluigi, back to Toad. Now Marty with the ball. Peach with movement. And this is how I just talked about. You have to be extremely patient with Marty's movement because he is going to dodge you and you are not going to tackle him down. Now Marty regaining possession of the ball, over from Peach, over to Daisy, back to Peach, missing the ball on Hands. That is going to be a free Titan chip, and he gets it in 1-0. Now Marty with the ball, trying to get in a tap shot, but Hands is there with the item. Hands with the ball, toe-to-toe to Waluigi, but Boom Boom is there to stop it. Now Marty with the ball, Daisy over to Waluigi, over to Peach. Peach with the movement. You are not going to tackle him down. Over with the cross pass and tying it back up 1-1. You have to be extremely patient with that Peach. And again, with the team tackle, but on Marty's side, but Hands is there to defend it with DK. The slide tackle. Over to Toad, trying to get it in with Waluigi, but Marty is there to counter it. Hands with the team tackle, but does not reach its opponent. Hands trying to get one in, but it doesn't work. Marty over from Toad, over to Daisy, back to Toad. Waluigi to Daisy. Hands with the ball with Waluigi. Hands going back and forth, and it works, but he doesn't get the Titan chip. Now Marty with Peach, over to Waluigi. Back to Peach, over to Toad, over to Daisy. You can see Hands is picking up a bit of what I just talked about with the team tackles, except he's not really making his target with them. If he can figure out a way to make all of those team tackles by the end of this set, I think he has an extremely good chance of winning. And Hands going from Toad over to Waluigi with a cross shot that is going to go into the goal and to the back of the net. Now Marty with the ball. Marty losing the ball but regaining it just as fast, and Hands with the team tackle, and Marty with a cross shot going in, tying it back up, responding extremely quickly. Now Hands. Marty getting a good interception. Marty over to Toad. You have to be extremely patient with your tackles. Marty trying to get it in on the rebound, but Hands is there to tackle down his Toad. Now Marty with the ball from Peach, over to Waluigi, over to Toad. Over to Daisy, trying to get it in, and he does. 3-2. Marty taking the lead in game 3. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds left. You need to still be on guard. Hands trying to get in a cross shot, but it doesn't go in. Boom Boom there to stop it. Knocking down a ton of people on Marty's edge, but giving him items, and there is the item, trying to use it to get a cross pass, but it doesn't work. Hands now with the ball from Waluigi, over to Toad, over to the other Toad, back to Waluigi, over to Toad, trying to get it in with Waluigi, but it does not go in. Marty with Waluigi, over to Peach, over to Toad, over to Daisy, trying to get a team tackle on Hands' side, but it does not go in, and he is not patient enough to get that tackle. Hands maneuvering the ball a bit. Hands getting the cross shot, and that is going to be 3-3, tying it back up. See, Hands trying to get another team tackle in, trying to get another tackle in, but he's not patient enough, and Marty is going to counter that, dodging with Daisy and getting a tap shot in. 40 seconds left in this match, and Hands is down by 1, down by 2. Marty getting a good cross shot into the goal with 30 seconds left. 2-goal deficit. 1-goal deficit. Hands responding extremely quickly. Marty with the ball now from Daisy over to Toad, over to Peach, trying to get a cross shot in, but it's not going to. Hands with the ball from Toad, over to the other Toad, over to Waluigi, getting a Titan chip, but he cannot make it. Hands in a situation here, but he gets out of it extremely quick. Marty giving Hands an item, but is it going to be enough? Marty regaining possession. Hands regaining possession, trying to get a Titan chip in. No, cross pass. But it is not going to go in on time. Marty is going to be saved by the bell, and he is going to take game 3. Now, momentum is an extremely big part of this game. If you get momentum, your mental game is going to get better, and your opponent's mental game is going to get worse, and he's going to get more stressed. So Marty, going from down 1 game in this set to up 2, only needing 1 game left to win this entire set, that is going to be extremely good for his mental game. And Hands, he's going to need to be on guard. Marty is not, well, he might be nervous. Marty might be nervous, but he is not going to give up any games without a fight. Marty is here. He's going to try and take game 4. He's not going to want Hands to take another game, because then you'll be going to a game 5 scenario, which Marty gets extremely nervous in, and Hands extremely good with handling his mental game. So Marty, again, needs to be on guard for this as well. Now we are going into game 4. We are going to be seeing Marty go on the right here and Hands going on the left. Marty, it looks like he's sticking with the same team. Oh. Marty contemplating his composition. Going with what might be a different Toad. Same Peach. Waluigi. Marty going to try to take a game win. Final game win in this set to make Evo proud. Loud. Defending his title. Trying to get back a game here to tie it back up in the set and make a game 5 scenario possible. Marty, if he wins this game, the set is over. Now Marty, for the first time in this set, winning the ball on kickoff. Hands, again, not patient enough, and it is going to cost him. Marty scoring in the first 6 seconds of this game, 1-0. Now Hands with the ball with Waluigi. Over to Toad, over to the other Toad, trying to get a cross pass in, but Boom Boom is there to counter it. Now Marty again with the ball, but Hands with a quick tackle. Extremely risky when playing against Marty, but it works out in his favor. Marty with the ball now from Peach over to Daisy, and Daisy is going to make a tap shot in. 2-0. Marty in an extremely good position here to take the set. Marty regaining control over the ball, but Hands giving it back, giving him an item, taking the ball back. That item is going to come out to prevent Hands from scoring a goal. Looks like Marty might be able to score another one, but he is not patient. He does not go for the tap shot. He does not go for the Titan chip. Marty, again, going for another cross shot. Might need to be a bit more patient himself. Hands scoring a quick cross with Toad to Toad. Getting that goose egg off of the board and making the gap smaller. Marty going for a tap shot, and he gets it in, responding extremely quick, telling Hans, you are not regaining this lead back. You are not getting this lead. Hands trying to get back the ball, but Marty, master of movement, he has figured out Hands. He knows how to counter his style. Marty going to try to get in a cheeky one, but he is not going to be able to get it in. Now Hands with the ball from Toad over to the other Toad, over to Waluigi. trying to get one in, but it does not work. Giving Marty the ball seems to be the right play, though, as Hands gets a nice team tackle into a goal, 2-3. Hands taking advantage of the team tackle, getting in a Titan chip. Now Hands regaining the ball off of a lob, giving back the ball to Marty. Now he needs to regain the ball. A lot of Marty's players are down. Hands regaining the ball, but it's too late. They're all back up. Hands trying to get it over to Toad, but Boom Boom is there to stop it for some reason, and he gets it anyway. 3-3. Hands tying up the game with 2 minutes left. Marty's mental game seems like is crashing down a bit. Hands taking advantage of that, regaining possession. He's going to pass it from DK over to Toad, over to the other Toad, but Marty intercepts it with his Toad. Hands gaining back possession of the ball. Couple quick dodges, but Marty regains. Marty trying to get in a cross shot, but it does not work. Boom Boom is there to stop it. Now Hands with the ball from Waluigi over to Toad, over to the other Toad. Dodges. Now it's over to Waluigi, back to Toad. Trying to get it to the other Toad, but it doesn't work. Over to DK, over to Waluigi, over to Toad, but Marty is there to counter it. Now Marty getting a cross shot over from Toad to Daisy. Regaining the lead with 1 minute left. Hands is on the ropes here. If he does not score in time, Marty is going to take home this set. Hands losing possession to his own banana. Now Hands with the shell. He needs to be extremely patient here, but he is not. But it works out anyway because he gets a cross shot over to Toad, tying the game back up, and he still has an item. But now Marty with a mushroom. You have to be extremely careful of this because Marty, good with movement, good with mushrooms. But Hands taking the lead 5-4. No items on each side. Hands needs to be extremely patient with his tackles, and he is. Trying to get the ball over to Toad, and he does. 6-4, 2-goal lead in favor of Hands. 38 seconds left on the board. You still have to be extremely careful. Marty can easily come back from a 2-goal deficit. Trying to get a Titan chip, but Hands is there to block it. Now Marty regaining possession, trying to get a cross shot, but nobody is on the other side of the box. Hands going from Waluigi over to Toad. Extremely good movement by Hands, and that is a 3-goal lead. 7-4. I do not think Marty is going to be able to come back from this. Hands with a mushroom. Hands misusing the mushroom. Marty trying to get back the ball, but Hands is there to counter it. Now Hands going over from Toad to Toad, trying to get a tap shot in, but it doesn't go in. Boom Boom teleporting. Trying to get a cross shot in, tap shot in, and it goes in. Hands getting 8-4. Another tap shot. A 4-point lead for Hands. And game 4 is going to go to him. Holy. That last goal is going to definitely mess with Marty's mental game. 8-4. Marty was up 2-0 in the first minute, going to 8-4. That is going to extremely mess up his mental game. Going into a game 5 scenario now. Marty is going to be on the left, Hands on the right. 2-2. The winner of this next game takes the set. Could really go any way here. But let's see. Marty might need to take that Daisy out. Oh. Marty having too much of a crush on Daisy, not able to let her go. Same with Peach, except she is going to be on the first wing this time. Now with a Toad in the second wing, Waluigi again in the back. Thing with having Waluigi in the back, he's extremely fast and he has a good tackle, but he does not have enough strength to deal with a character like Pauline on defense. If you have a 25 strength Pauline or anything 21 strength and up, Waluigi is not going to be able to counter that because he does not have enough strength to make those tap tackles on a character like that. Now Marty mixing it up a little bit, but no really big changes. Hands sticking with the exact same team. Hands has won 3 out of the 4 kickoffs so far. Is he going to win another one? No. Yes. Hands winning the 4th kickoff. 5th kickoff. Now Hands being extremely patient with his tackles, and it pays off. Going over from DK over to Waluigi, but it's not a perfect pass, so it is not going to reach its target. Hands not being patient enough with his tackles. Misses it, and Marty takes advantage of that. Hands with the interception dodge. Marty trying to get a quick one in. Hands with the team tackle. Marty trying to get another quick one in, but it does not go in. Hands predicting what Marty's going to do and gaining control of the ball. Over from Toad over to the other. Boom Boom comes out of the net, out of his little hole, and decides to make a play for us. Hands trying to recontrol the ball, looking for team tackles, but he cannot find one. Marty using an item, and that is going to lead to a goal 1-0 in favor of Martymann. That's an entire minute of this game 5. Now Marty regaining control of the ball again, trying to go for a cross shot, but it doesn't go in. Marty again gaining possession. Hands too quick with his tackles. That has been the story of this set for Hands. He needs to be able to hold that tackle. Hands getting a cross shot with Toad, tying the game up 1-1. Hands with the team tackle. Gonna go for the cross shot there, but it's not going to work. Hands with Waluigi trying to gain possession, but it doesn't work. Marty using an item. Hands was extremely patient with his team tackle there, and it paid off. Hands going for another team tackle, but it misses its target. Hands being patient, and it works. Gaining back possession. Hands over from Waluigi over to DK over to Toad. Toad using some movement. Marty with Toad over to Daisy. Cannot get it past Hands mid-game. Marty just falling to the ground. Hands trying to get back possession of the ball, and he almost does. Marty now with a shell, and Hands with a mushroom. Hands using the mushroom, and it's going to work. No. Marty regaining possession of the ball. Hands was playing an extremely risky game there, and it almost worked. Now Hands from Toad to Toad, over to Waluigi, over to DK. Back to Waluigi, over to Toad, but Marty with the interception. Hands with the interception from Toad over to Toad. Back to DK, over to Waluigi to Toad. Over to the other Toad. Tries to get a cross shot in, but Boom Boom is there to stop it. Marty being patient with his tackles yet again, and it is paying off. Marty with a misuse of a shell on defense. Hands getting control of the ball. Makes a cross shot in, and Hands gains the lead for the first time in this game 5. 43 seconds left. Hands with a shell. Marty trying to get a quick one in, but it doesn't work. Marty pausing with Peach for a second. Did he accidentally click pause? Now Marty from Daisy over to Toad does not work. Hands from Waluigi over to Toad. Now Marty with the ball, tying it back up 2-2. 18 seconds left. Are we going to see a golden goal? Hands from Waluigi over to Toad, getting a goal, 3-2. 15 seconds left. Marty with Daisy over to Peach, over to Toad, back to Peach, trying to get it over, back to Toad, and he ties it up yet again, 3-3. Hands, nervous. Hands from Waluigi over to Toad. Waluigi gaining possession again, but Marty is going to be there to take the ball back. Now we are heading into golden goal in this game 5. Marty trying to get a tap shot in, but it doesn't work. Boom Boom is there to stop it. Over from Toad over to DK. Back to Toad, over to Toad. Back to the other Toad. Back to the other Toad. To Toad, trying to get it with Waluigi, but Marty is there to stop it. Toad with a bomb, trying to get a Titan chip in, but it does not go in. Hands with a quick interception. Hands from Toad over to Waluigi, back to the other Toad. Hands trying to get the ball back. Marty from Daisy over to Waluigi, to Peach, to Toad, back to Waluigi, to Toad. Hands being patient with it, and it works out. Marty with a Titan chip to win the game, but it does not work. Hands with a good use of the bomb there. From DK over to Toad, over to Waluigi. Hands with the ball, makes the cross shot. And Hands is going to win the set in this game 5. Hands 3-2 over Martymann and 4-3 in this game 5. Wow. Holy. Hands was able to pull it off. He was able to hold those tackles for a bit longer. He was able to find team tackles, and Marty was not prepared for it. And Hands with a quick replay of his final goal to win this set. What an amazing set. Holy. All right. Hands going 2-1. Marty 1-2 in this MSL Summer Split Long. What are we going to see next from these two? We do not know. But Marty has a quick few words to say before we end this video. So, let's give it over to Marty.
Well, boys, that's game. GG's, Hans. It's a tough one to swallow just because too much of things that just so unfair with this game. But it is what it is. But that being said, that will be my last game of Super Strikers. I am officially retiring from this game. Gave it my all on that one, but I'm not gonna. Kind of done trying to stress out over this game, just because of the fact of how things work. You kind of do one thing and then it doesn't go through, and then the other person comes by and then he does the exact same thing and then goes. It was a 3-2 game, but honestly, just there was just, I don't know, man. I can't even put it in words. But I am definitely retiring officially from Mario Strikers. Cannot bear the game no more. It's getting too much under my skin. This is just facts. You know what I mean? Like, game and RNG and all that bullshit. Put that to the side. When you're doing something with a game and it's obviously like what you're doing to score. And then like I don't keep high percentage of when it comes to making goals as having a lot of shots. I'm very precise with my shots, so that's why it's always like 6 shots, 3 goals, 5 shots, 4 goals. You know what I mean? But just I've seen too much with this game already that, you know, a lot of it's already, you know, getting away from making sense. And, you know, and then, you know, getting scored where it really doesn't make any sense at all, you know. I feel like a cross pass down the middle and shit like that, open wide space right in front of goal, you know, should be a direct goal, you know, even in real life. But apparently in this game it's not. You apparently have to score like the most idiotic, the most stupidest ways of scoring, lobbing, and, you know, and all that. You know, no offense to anybody that plays it, but it's just when you do a play like that and then right after it, you know, another play that just all of a sudden just goes in. Yeah, you know, I had too many of those in this game. You know, can it be the way how these the characters are played in this game? I don't know. You know, it's like a lot of things. You know, you kind of go by what, you know, the 4 of what you get in that game, which is, you know, strength, shot. Was it 5 strength, shot, pass, speed, and tech. You know, it's just too much to fathom on low tech and low shooting players such as Walu and Paul and the rest. Will have no shot, you know, but yeah, their shot it just doesn't make any sense, you know what I mean? And I'm tired of trying to make this game make sense by playing, you know, out of characters or where not everybody plays it, you know. Obviously, everybody has a different way of playing it, but to me, I think I already made peace with this game, you know. So yeah, it definitely came down to that time to just officially move away from Mario Strikers. Yeah, it's too much, man. It's just too much of the bear. I love the game and all that, but I just don't like the unfairness of it, you know. But, you know, that's my opinion. You know, obviously everybody rages over this game, but I don't want to rage no more over this, you know, fucking game where shit like that doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, I'm not gonna lie, man. There's 2 games out of those 5 games, dude. It's like I already want to throw in the towel just because of shots not going in. So, you know, but I'm like, you know what, fuck it, you know, like I'm gonna try to get it through, you know, because it's so hard, you know what I mean? Like, to just swallow that, to just be like, what the fuck, like, you're not gonna. But then it comes back around and then just a silly little, not even a charge shot, just a silly little tap shot. Goes in. But it is a Mario game after all, you know. It ain't a real no life game, so, you know, it's gonna land on the meta more than anything. So, but again, it was great meeting everybody in the Striker community. Evo, I hope you guys move along and hopefully you guys win more. You know, I'm glad that you guys recruited, you know, because that's definitely gonna be my replacements. But yeah, you know, this is my farewell to the Strikers community, because yeah, it's just too much for me. But GG's again, Hans. You know, good luck. You know, through, you know, I don't know how it is, but, you know, good luck. You know, if everybody didn't want to stick around, I will be doing a lot more Pokemon. You know, like, that's more where I'm gravitating for. You know, so, but Strikers, for the most part, you know, if that's the content y'all looking for, then, you know, again, you know, appreciate everybody always stopping by the stream. You know, if you guys want to stop by either way when I stream, you know, more Pokemon content, you know, you already know. But that's the direction I'm going with, and I'm definitely gonna leave Strikers behind. So yeah, it was always a pleasure playing against everybody. It just wasn't a pleasure playing in a way where you just lose in a way where it doesn't make sense. So good luck to y'all, and if I don't see you soon in my next upcoming streams, then, you know, it's my farewell. Thanks, babe. Alright, Marty out.